This video might actually change how you do everyday things. Here are 10 Amazon gadgets that just make no sense until you see them work. You open a bag of chips, you eat a little, then you just fold it and hope it stays fresh. But it never does. Everything goes stale, soft, and honestly kind of disgusting. So you either waste food or try using clips that never really seal it properly, and it's always annoying. But this tiny gadget completely fixes it. It heats up in seconds and lets you seal any bag like it was never opened. Just slide it across the edge and it melts the plastic back together. Airtight, clean, and done in seconds. No more stale snacks, no mess, no wasted food. And the best part is it's so small, you can keep it anywhere and use it every single day without even thinking about it. Cleaning your bathroom is honestly one of the most annoying things. You scrub and it still looks dirty, your hands get tired, your back starts hurting, and the worst part is those corners and tiles that just never get fully clean no matter how hard you try. So you either waste a ton of time or just give up and live with it. But this electric spin scrubber completely changes everything. It does all the hard work for you. The brush spins fast and breaks down dirt instantly, even in the tightest corners and between tiles. You don't need to press hard or keep scrubbing for minutes. You just guide it and watch everything disappear. Soap scum, stains, grime, gone in seconds. And because it's extendable, you don't even have to bend down or strain your back. It reaches places you normally avoid cleaning. And what used to take you like 20-30 minutes now takes just a few minutes with almost no effort. It honestly feels like cheating. You pour your coffee, add sugar, maybe some milk, and then you have to stand there and stir it every single time. And if you don't, everything just sits at the bottom. The sugar doesn't dissolve, the taste is off, and it's just annoying for something so simple, especially when you're busy or half asleep in the morning. But this self-stirring mug fixes that instantly. You just press a button and it mixes everything for you in seconds. Perfectly smooth, no clumps, no effort, and you don't need a spoon at all, which means less mess, less cleaning, and no more looking for that one spoon that somehow always disappears. It's fast, it's consistent, and honestly kind of satisfying to watch because the liquid just spins and blends on its own, and once you get used to it, going back to normal mugs just feels unnecessarily complicated. It's one of those small things that actually makes everyday life easier without you even realizing it. You wash your hands, and every time you have to touch the soap pump, even when your hands are dirty, greasy, or covered in something you don't want to spread. And over time, the pump gets messy, sticky, and honestly kind of gross. Plus, you never get the right amount, sometimes too much, sometimes not enough. And it's just one of those small, annoying things you deal with every day. But this automatic soap dispenser fixes that instantly. It uses a motion sensor, so the moment you place your hand under it, it gives you the perfect amount of soap. No touching, no mess. Everything stays clean, especially in the kitchen when your hands are covered in food or oil. And because it controls the amount every time, you don't waste soap anymore. It just works smoothly without you even thinking about it. And once you get used to it, going back to a normal pump just feels outdated. You make your food, everything's hot and ready, but the moment you sit down, it already starts cooling. And if you're eating slowly or get distracted, your meal turns cold, so you either eat it like that or keep reheating it again and again, which wastes time and ruins the whole experience. But this food warming mat fixes that instantly. You just place your plate or cup on it, and it keeps everything warm the entire time, evenly and consistently. No microwave, no interruptions. Your food stays at the perfect temperature from the first bite to the last. It works with different dishes, looks minimal on the table, and once you try it, going back to reheating your meals feels unnecessary. It's a simple upgrade that actually makes everyday eating better. Look under your desk or behind your TV. It's always the same mess of cables, chargers, power strips, everything tangled, dusty, and impossible to manage. And every time you need to unplug something, it turns into a whole problem. Plus, it just looks bad and makes the space feel cluttered. But this cord organizer box fixes that instantly. You just place your power strip inside, route the cables through the sides, and everything is hidden, clean, and organized in seconds. No more tangled wires, no more visual mess, and it even protects the cables from dust and accidental pulls. So your setup actually looks minimal and put together. And once you clean it up like this, going back to exposed cables just feels chaotic. It's such a simple fix, but it completely changes how your space looks and feels. Dust builds up everywhere, in your keyboard, your PC, small corners you can't even reach, and wiping it doesn't really work. It just spreads it around. while compressed air runs out fast and feels like a waste every time you use it. But this electric air duster fixes that instantly. It blows out powerful air that removes dust in seconds, even from the tightest spaces. No cans, no refills, just press a button and clean everything fast. Your keyboard, your desk, your car, anything with hard-to-reach areas, and because it's reusable, you don't keep buying disposable air again and again. It's stronger, more convenient, and honestly, way more satisfying to use, and once you try it, going back to wipes or canned air just feels outdated. You open the door to let fresh air in, but then bugs start flying inside, and if you close the door, you lose the airflow, so you're constantly choosing between fresh air or dealing with insects, and it gets annoying fast, especially in the summer. But this magnetic screen door fixes that instantly. You just install it over your doorway, and it lets air pass through while keeping bugs out. And the best part is it closes automatically behind you with magnets, so you can walk through it hands-free even if you're carrying something. No more forgetting to close the door, no more insects getting in, it just snaps shut every time. It's simple, effective, and once you get used to it, having a normal open door just feels like a bad idea. You walk into your room at night, and it just feels empty. Flat lighting, no atmosphere, especially when you're watching something or listening to music, it never really matches the mood. So you either sit in the dark or turn on bright lights that completely kill the vibe. But this smart RGB LED strip changes everything instantly. It adds soft, dynamic lighting around your space, colors that shift and react, making your room feel alive. Perfect for movies, gaming, or just relaxing. It creates depth, mood, and that cinematic feeling you normally don't get at home. And you can adjust it to match whatever you're doing. Calm tones, vibrant colors, anything. And once you get used to it, going back to normal lighting just feels boring. It's such a simple upgrade, but it completely transforms how your space feels every single day. You want a quick smoothie or shake? But the moment you leave your house, it's basically impossible. A normal blender is big, heavy, and needs a power outlet. So you can't use it at the gym, in the park, or on the go. And even if you take it with you, it's awkward to carry and there's nowhere to plug it in. So you just skip it and wait until you get back home. But this portable blender fixes that instantly. It's compact, rechargeable, and you can use it anywhere. Just add your ingredients, press a button, and it blends everything in seconds. Smooth and ready to drink right from the same container. No extra dishes, no mess. Perfect for the gym, work, or travel. And because it's so easy to use, you actually start making drinks more often instead of skipping them. It's fast, convenient, and once you try it, going back to a big blender just feels unnecessary. Which one would you actually use? Comment below. Follow for more gadgets like this, and check the links in the description if you want to try them yourself.